Welcome back to the Rafs Facts. Today, we're diving into the ambitious promises made by former President Donald Trump as he campaigns for his second term. He's outlined a bold agenda for day one in the White House, with sweeping changes that span everything from immigration to energy policies. But the big question remains, will he be able to deliver on these promises? Let's break down the 10 actions Trump vows to take on day one of his second term and assess whether these ambitious goals are realistic. 10. Settling the Russia-Ukraine war. Perhaps one of his most ambitious promises is that he could end the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine within 24 hours. Trump claims that his close relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin and his criticisms of the Biden administration's approach to the war would allow him to broker a peace deal. He has stated that he would personally engage with both Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to secure a resolution. While the feasibility of such a rapid diplomatic breakthrough is uncertain, Trump's foreign policy vision is rooted in his America First approach. 9. Immediate border closure. Trump has made it clear that one of his first actions will be closing the U.S.-Mexico border. For him, this is an essential national security measure. Not only will he close the border, but he also intends to ramp up physical barriers and strengthen border security, including cracking down on illegal immigration. During a December interview with Fox News, he boldly stated, "I want to close the border and I want to drill," emphasizing that border security would be his priority from day one. 8. End federal funding for certain school curricula. As part of his education policy, Trump has promised to cut federal funding for schools with vaccine mandates and other controversial curricula, including woke teachings related to race and sexuality. He intends to use executive powers to eliminate what he views as divisive and politically driven content in education. This includes halting federal support for schools promoting critical race theory and gender identity ideologies. 7. Reversal of transgender protections in schools. On his first day back, Trump plans to reverse the Biden administration's protections for transgender students under Title IX. He has vowed to end policies that prohibit discrimination against transgender students in schools, calling them an infringement on parental rights. In several speeches, Trump has expressed his intention to dismantle what he calls critical race theory and transgender insanity, and he's promised to sign an executive order to immediately stop federal funding for schools promoting these policies. 6. Mass deportation of immigrants. One of Donald Trump's most repeated campaign promises is the mass deportation of undocumented immigrants. He's promised to launch the largest deportation program in American history on his first day back in office. Trump plans to use local law enforcement and the National Guard to remove criminal migrants, focusing on those he considers a threat to public safety. In rallies, he has been vocal about his plan to target bloodthirsty criminals and restore safety to American communities. As he stated in his rally in New York, "On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history to get the criminals out." 5. Drilling for fossil fuels. Energy independence has been a core theme in Trump's political career. On his first day back in office, he plans to reverse President Biden's climate policies by opening up federal lands for oil drilling and easing environmental regulations that limit fossil fuel production. He's dubbed his plan Drill, aiming to boost domestic oil and gas production, which he believes will reduce energy costs and combat inflation. Trump has repeatedly criticized the Biden administration's green energy push, calling it harmful to the economy. 4. Imposing tariffs on imports. As part of his economic strategy, Trump has vowed to impose significant tariffs on imported goods, particularly from China and Mexico. He believes these tariffs will protect American manufacturing jobs and lower the cost of goods for U.S. consumers. His proposed tariffs include a 60% tax on Chinese goods and a 25% tax on imports from Mexico. Trump has defended tariffs as a way to secure American economic interests, stating that tariffs are the greatest thing ever invented. 3. Terminate Biden's electric vehicle mandates. Trump's day one agenda also includes rolling back the Biden administration's push for electric vehicles. He has promised to eliminate mandates that require the production and sale of electric cars. By ending these mandates, Trump aims to reduce the financial burden on consumers and businesses, which he argues have been negatively impacted by green energy policies. At a rally in Greensboro, North Carolina, he said, "On day one, I will terminate Kamala's insane electric vehicle mandate, and we will end the Green New Scam once and for all." 2. Pardons for Capitol rioters. One of Trump's more controversial day one promises is to issue pardons for those involved in the January 6th Capitol riot. He has referred to these individuals as unbelievable patriots and pledged to prioritize their pardons when he returns to the White House. Trump has indicated that he would offer clemency to many of the rioters convicted for their roles in the Capitol attack, although he's also acknowledged that some individuals may have crossed the line. 1. Federal government overhaul, firing deep state employees. Trump has long criticized what he calls the deep state, bureaucrats and federal employees who oppose his agenda. On day one, he plans to initiate a large-scale overhaul of the federal government by firing thousands of employees he believes are working against him or have political biases. He has pledged to remove individuals from agencies that impede his policies, aiming to drain the swamp and disrupt the bureaucracy. While this could have far-reaching consequences, especially for essential government functions, Trump remains committed to the idea of a streamlined government. Donald Trump's Day One promises are bold, ambitious, and controversial, reflecting his core political beliefs and the vision he has for his second term. From mass deportations to energy reforms, and from border security to foreign diplomacy, these actions would certainly create significant changes in the U.S. political landscape. However, the big question remains, will he be able to deliver on these promises within the first 24 hours of his presidency? Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on Trump's Day One agenda. Do you think these promises are achievable, or are they just more campaign rhetoric? We'd love to hear your opinion. See you in the next video.